and LT. Previous slide 1 of 20. Next slide. And GT. Sutherland Springs. TX, November 7th. Law enforcement officials continue their investigation into the shooting at the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs on November 7, 2017 in Sutherland Springs, Texas. On November 5, a gunman, Devin Patrick Kelley, killed 26 people at the church and wounded 20 more when he opened fire during a Sunday service. Photo by Scott Olson, Getty Images. Less than a year ago, Pastor Frank Pomeroy of the First Baptist Church of Sutherland Springs presided over a memorial service after the death of Forrest Corrigan, 25, of Floresville. His parents, Robert and Shani Corrigan, had joined the rural community church in 2015. In his opening prayer, the preacher asked God to give comfort in a time of death, trial and confusion. I pray in the name of Jesus Christ that you will touch the hearts of those who are here. Dry the eyes and fill their hearts with the peace that passeth all understanding. Let them know that just as you wept, you understand their weeping, he said. On Sunday, the two Corrigans as well as Pomeroy's 14-year-old daughter Annabelle were among those killed in a horrific attack on the church that took 26 lives. Annabelle's parents both were out of town at the time. The shooter, Devin Patrick Kelley, 26, of New Braunfels, died later after being shot 3 times, one of which was self-inflicted. In the tearful aftermath of the tragedy, those in Texas and elsewhere who knew the Corrigans have joined their voices in grief and praise. The best thing about Bob was that working with us was the least important thing in his life. And that was just amazing, said Deborah Bentley, Corrigan's supervisor at WellMed Medical Management, where he began after retiring from the U.S. Air Force in 2015 as a Chief Master Sergeant. He was incredibly bonded to his family, his community and service to his community. She added, he was probably the smartest man I ever met, but he was very in line with the Christian spirit. Not talking about what you do, but just doing it because it was the right thing to do. Victims of the Texas church shooting. Lisa Schmidt, a WellMed vice president, had met Corrigan years ago in the Air Force and later recruited him to work as an instructor. The two most important things to Bob were his unwavering faith in his family. He always put others first without hesitation, she said, adding, he and Shani were a compassionate couple who cared deeply for others. High school sweethearts in Harrison, Michigan, the Corrigans traveled widely and had 3 sons during his 30-year Air Force career. Their 2 surviving sons are active duty military. One of their early military stops was San Antonio. One of Robert Corrigan's last tours was off at ABF in Nebraska, where was superintendent of the 55th Medical Group. Along the way, the Corrigans made many friends in the Air Force who, in the wake of the shooting, were quick to share their memories and grief on social media. This hits a little too close to home for me, Airman Robert Corrigan reported to Wurtsmith AFB, Michigan, as his first duty station and was assigned to the obstetrical unit. I was his charge nurse. Jeanette Suni Splonskowski wrote on Facebook. He was 51. My heart is breaking. He was one of those rare souls who sincerely cared about the people he worked with. Cecilia Shiflett wrote, adding, Chief, please look down from the heavens and know you and your wife are honored, respected and truly missed. Sam Medeiros, who served with Corrigan at AFB, wrote, Ret. Chief MSGT. Robert Corrigan and his wife were among the saints killed in Sutherland Springs, Texas. I knew him only briefly, but he was a good man with a heart for God. Corrigan's mother, Jean Ann Corrigan of Michigan, did not return calls seeking comment Tuesday about her son. In remarks to other news media, she said, he was beautiful and full of happiness. God is in control and I know my son and my daughter-in-law are in the arms of Jesus. I know that, she told WNEM TV 5 News in Michigan. J. McCormack at Express-News. Net.